Cafe of Knowledge. How everybody doing today? I hope everybody doing fine today. I really want to talk about this. You know, this been all over the internet. Everybody been talking about it and everything. But I really do want to talk about this female named R.E. Fletcher. She's what they call her, just R.E. or whatever. But y'all, the internet just been going just crazy on her and just been making all kind of comments towards her, upset at her about a comment that she was making on this show she was on. They was talking to her, interviewing her, whatever, and it's as if she was glorifying being abused, basically, okay? And or she wants to be abused, put it that way. It's some weird stuff, y'all. But anyway, she's supposed to be a social media influencer, okay? And she have about over 4 million followers, okay? And this is very shocking and alarming to me, because she has a boy. She go with a guy named Moneybagg Yo. For those who don't know, he's a rapper, you know, and so that's who she dates right now, or, you know, that's her boyfriend or whatever. But she was on this show, and she was glorifying how she likes she will start trouble so that someone can abuse her. Some weird stuff, okay? So now, she just been getting a whole lot of heat over the internet, dragged all over the internet, everything, because she was glorifying and bragging about how she wants her boyfriend, Moneybagg Yo, to be abusive to her. You know, she just wants him to pull out her gun on her. I'm sorry. So I'm like, huh? So she was on this show glorifying how she wants him to pull his gun out on her, so that she can feel like she's getting some type of attention from him, okay? And it's like, huh? Are you serious right now? I mean, y'all heard me right, because I know a lot of y'all are saying, what did you just say? Or what are you saying? Or maybe I heard that right, or maybe she confused. Maybe NJ confused today. No. You heard me right. She was bragging and glorifying the fact that she be wanting her boyfriend to pull a gun out on her. Okay? She saying she provokes this. And that's how she feel like, I guess, he loves her. Okay, so, you know, we have to really talk about this, because you have a whole lot of people out here, a whole lot of young women out here that think that being in an abusive relationship is a glorifying thing, is a good thing, is a hip thing, is a loving relationship. And that's the total opposite. You know, that's some real toxic thinking right there. When you think that the only way a relationship is really a loving relationship is if you have to fight with that person, argue with that person, just act a fool with that person, get black eyes and get all kind of bruises and stuff all on you and stuff. Oh, as long as all that is going on, I'm in a nice ass relationship. I'm in a loving relationship. Family, that's the most toxic stuff I've ever seen. Now, she was up there talking like she loved being in abusive relationships, okay? Now, this is what happens when unintelligent people get money. This is what happens when unintelligent people become rich, because they start dragging people in the wrong direction, and other people are following. They start, unintelligent people, you know, family. When you have somebody that thinks like that, and they have 4 million followers, you got people that's looking up to this person as a fan, or they just admire that person or whatever. And when you got 4 million something people following a person like that, and they are actually glorifying abuse, see, that's when they start leading people in the wrong direction and down a dangerous path and down a harmful path, okay? And they will most likely lead people into toxic thinking. You know, so when you listen to a person long enough and you admire a person long enough, or, oh, you know, that's my girl or that's my guy or whatever, and you constantly following them all the time, whatever they say, and they acting like it's like a cute and a hip thing, then they're going to start most likely thinking toxic exactly like that. And that's what happens when unintelligent people get money. And that's what happens when unintelligent people become rich. Because then they are unintelligent with a whole lot of money, a whole lot of followers and everything else, and everybody want to be just like that toxic person. And I'm here to tell you, that's why a lot of things that's going on is so wrong, and everybody's looking around like, what the hell is wrong with these kids, or what the hell is wrong with these young adults, or what the hell is wrong with some of our adults. And then when you hear stuff like this, and then you look at 4 million followers, damn, no wonder so many people that think off the wall and think all toxic, you know? So I'm finna let y'all listen to it, because I have 2 clips. I have one, I want y'all to see her on this interview glorifying abuse, okay? And then I'm gonna let y'all hear another clip that when she got all this heat, family, when she got all this heat about, you know, DV, you know, that's domestic violence, said, you know, DV ain't nothing to joke about. And there's so many people that has been a victim of abuse. And this is not a subject to be glorifying. Oh, when they was going up under her comments and lighting her up, she came back on her social media and then degraded abused victims. And when I say she was degrading them, she was degrading them. And I'm like, what is really going on? But we're going to talk about all that, family. But first, I want y'all to look at and listen to what she was saying during this interview, okay? Which was very, very shocking to me, you know. And I'm like, is she really saying this? And family, we have to really listen and understand that we have to talk to our children, because a lot of our children really do think like this. Regardless of what she's saying, a lot of them think that being in an abusive relationship is the best type of relationship to be in. And family, y'all know that's very disturbing. So here you go. Listen to it right quick, okay? Now listen to this again, family. I'm finna redo that. Now listen to what she's saying. Look how she blushing. Okay, family. So y'all seen that, okay? So she was glorifying how she fake being mad and fake being pissed off, so she can start an argument with her boyfriend, right? And she fake all this, but really she ain't going nowhere. I just be, acting a fool, and then I call my mama, and then I be calling everybody. I just be breaking up stuff, acting a fool and stuff, because all I want to hear him say is he don't want me to leave. Okay, now family, y'all already know we got to talk about this. because she sat right there and said, I do this and I fake this just to get his attention. I fake all this to get his attention. So you mean to tell me the only way she feels like she can get attention from him, or the only way she can keep him, is to fake an argument? So that means she starts the argument, okay? And then the only way she feel like she can get attention from him is if she asks him to pull a gun out on her. Pull your gun out on me. Go ahead and pull your gun out on me. That's if you want me to stay. The only way you can get attention is if you have to do something like that to get attention, whether it's a female or a male. The only way you can get attention from your boyfriend or your significant other or your husband or your wife is that you have to fake an argument to get their attention, or you have to fake being mad to get their attention, or you have to ask them to pull a gun out on you to get their attention so they can show you that they really do love you. The only way she said on there that she fake packing her stuff, but she ain't really gonna go nowhere. She fake packing her clothes like she finna leave, and then she fakes booking flights, like, hey, I'm finna book a flight. I done already booked a flight. She is doing all this for his attention, okay? And she will fake like she just finna leave him, throwing shit all around the house. That's what she was saying. These are things that she do. I just start throwing stuff all around the house. I just start acting a fool. I just start breaking shit. I just start doing this, just for him to say, like, I love you, or just to get his attention. Family, we got to talk to our young ladies. We got to talk to our young ladies, because there's no way in the hell that is a loving relationship. That relationship is toxic as hell. And she is the toxic one, because you can hear her and she was sitting there like, yeah, I do all that, but I ain't going nowhere. But I don't know. I don't really want to die. I don't really want to die because, I have a son, and I ain't trying to die, nothing like that. I don't want nobody to shoot me or whatever. But you asking him to pull out your gun then after she breaking everything. See, she's doing things to get an outrage from him. And then that's when she's breaking up, most likely, all his shit, and then will say, well, go get your gun then and shoot me. Go get your gun. Go and pull your gun out on me. Go and pull your gun out on me. Because she feel like if he does this, then that means he loves her, or he cares for her. What kind of confused, toxic shit is that? I don't know. In order for anybody to feel loved by anybody, they have to fake being mad. They have to start breaking stuff around the house just to... They faking now. They faking, because she said she fakes all this stuff. So who fakes stuff like that? It's something really going on strong up there. I mean, you doing all that. Then she said she called her family. She said, then after I break up stuff, and then I, be acting up and acting a fool in there, then I tell him, pull your gun out on me. And then I call my mama, and then I'll be like, he this, he that, he this, he that. Okay, for one thing, now she is faking everything just to get attention from him. She is faking acting a fool. She is faking being mad. She is faking about leaving. She is faking about packing her stuff, or she done packed her stuff. She ain't never packed her stuff. But this is something that she do most likely real often, because she said this is what she does to get his attention, baby. She wants attention from him. And if you got to do all that, then call your family or call your mama and be like, he this, he that. Now you starting to pull other people in the stuff because of your lies, because you faking. Everything that you telling your family is really lies, because you are faking it. You're faking it just to get a reaction out of a man. Boy, I tell you, if that ain't some mentally disturbed behavior, I don't know what is. I'm sorry. That got mentally ill written all over it. People, we got to talk to our young daughters, because it's a lot of women out here, and a lot of young women. It's women, grown women, and young women who really feel like being in an abusive relationship is the shit. Like, they feel like being in a relationship is the type of relationship that really supposed to exist. They feel like being in a relationship that is not abusive is not a loving relationship. The only type of loving relationship that exists is an abusive one. Now, that's some confused ass shit right there, people. Family, that's confusing. And it's a lot of young girls out here thinking that very same way. Now, she wrapped up in a pretty face, as y'all see. But the inside of her package is giving out harmful and dangerous vibes. I'm telling you. If anyone have to beg a man or a woman to pull out a gun on them just to prove their love to them, something is very wrong. Something is very wrong. You know, I mean, that person need a very quick therapy session. Very quick, fast, and in a hurry. Anybody who fakes something like that, because family, I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all better start, I'm telling anybody who displayed this unnecessary behavior, she is displaying very unnecessary behavior, toxic behavior. Just to hear a man say, "Don't leave me. I love you, girl. I don't want you to leave me." See, she'll do all that because she just want to hear those two words. I love you. Or she want to hear those two phrases at least. I love you, girl. Don't leave me, girl. What kind of shit is that? What kind of backyard Barbie shit is that? I don't understand what's going on. Why are some of these women and young women, it's a lot of women, y'all have to talk to y'all daughters, talk to your granddaughters and all that, because it is a lot of women out here playing this dangerous game with men. They playing this toxic game with men. And these type of women will set a man's ass up real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm trying to tell you, these women right here will set a man ass up real quick. These type of women will cause all kind of serious ass problems for a man and for a young man. They will. They will put a man up under the jail real quick. And then call the police. And then act like everything is that man's fault. You know? And then they will watch the man's life be completely ruined. Watch his career be completely ruined. Watch everything he got go down the drain. They will watch that man catch hell because they have toxic behavior. Because they was doing toxic shit to get that man in the messed up position that he in right now. I'm trying to tell you, look here, man. Y'all better be careful who y'all messing with. Y'all better stop messing with these old toxic fish. I'm trying to tell you, stop messing with toxic fish. Because I'm going to tell you right now, she sat right up there and thought all that shit was cute. She thought all that was cute, what she was saying. And actually, she's basically incriminating herself. Because now, if a man do have to whoop her butt, then they gonna show in court, he gonna say it was about most likely self-defense. You know why? Because she was on camera saying she fakes, being mad. She fakes being pissed off. She throws stuff. She breaks stuff around the house. She be telling him, go on and pull out your gun. Go on and pull out your gun on me. Now, this will always be on tape. So if anything do happen in the near future, most likely that man's gonna claim self-defense, because that right there shows she violent as hell. She is violent as hell. She throws shit. She breaks shit. She act a fool. She'll call her own family, call her mama, lying and shit, just trying to get a reaction out of him. She gonna cause all type of chaos to provoke this man to put hands on her. And then he is gonna be at fault. He will most likely lose his career. He most likely all his stuff gonna go down the drain. He most likely gonna be spending some time up there in jail for the DV. But the whole time she started it, encouraged it, provoked it, wanted it, and everything, and would not stop, and then probably do something real critical to him to make him have a reflex. And once that reflex comes, then all of a sudden, she is the type that will call the police, call the mama, and blame everything on that man. And that man will be sitting up under the jail, you know? But she just incriminate herself so that in the future, anything like that ever happen, they gonna pull this tape right here that she did in court and say, look, she said her own self. She violent. She loves to fight. She provoke fights. She fake stuff. Faking mean you lying. You know, don't say I like to fake being mad. I like to fake, acting like I'm going to leave. No, you faking, you are lying. And because you're not mad. And then you're lying about packing up your stuff. You lying about being mad. See, people love to put this fake. She used the word, I just be faking though, but I be faking it. I just be trying to get a reaction out of him, because she like abusive relationship. But you're not faking. See, people love to try to prance the word up and make the word look pretty. I be faking. No, you be lying. You be lying. That's what that is. Call it what it is. She slapped lies just to get an abusive reaction out of this man so he can put hands on her. I'm going to tell y'all, that is some confused ass shit right there. Parents, I'm going to tell y'all need to talk, because women like that will set your sons up. Y'all sons will be up under the jail. Y'all sons will be doing time. Y'all sons will lose everything they have. Your sons will lose their career. Everything messing around with a toxic fish like this. I'm trying to tell you now, y'all better stomp on your brakes. And these men and young men, you need to pump your brakes. Because men and women, y'all better wake up. Pump your brakes. And see what you're dealing with. Because it's a lot of men and women, they don't even realize they in a toxic relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got men out here, they looking at the face, the body, the ass, the tits, and all that. And so they so hypnotized by all that they don't even realize they in a toxic relationship. And then you have women who they so into the money of a man, they into the lifestyle that the man have, and then they all into the material things that the man have until they ass don't even realize they in an abusive relationship. And most of them do realize it. They just don't want to let the material things go, don't want to let the money go, don't want to let all this stuff go because they like this lifestyle. So they will stay in that toxic, abusive relationship. Come on now, y'all. We have to do better than that. We got to do better than that. Stop fooling around with toxic-ass female men, because I'm telling y'all right now, my sons already know. They already know. Don't be messing with no toxic females. And they don't do that. And if you see it, if that female looks suspect, you better run like hell, because the female gonna show you all the signs that she toxic as hell and she suspect, and gonna have your ass pretty soon being the suspect down now in jail. Because you was dealing with a toxic person and didn't know how to leave. I tell my sons all the time, run your ass like hell. Run like hell when you see a toxic ass female, and she gonna show you the signs. She get to throwing stuff and arguing for no reason and putting her hands on you, and you saying stop, and she started run your ass like hell. But first, you put that fish on the shelf to be sold to somebody else, and don't you look back. You put that fish on the shelf to be sold to somebody else, because you damn sure don't want that. You run like hell and find you somebody else, because that right there, that fish ain't no good. Y'all better quit messing around with these toxic fish now here. And women, y'all the same way. Y'all stop messing around with these toxic pea sticks, because I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, people, you have to understand, this is really going on out here in these streets all across the United States. It's some women, some men, some young men, some young women who feel like being in an abusive relationship is the best thing to be in. They love it. They adore it. They live for it. They will not let it go. They feel like you could see two couples just outside just fighting all the doggone time. They love it. They feel like that's how you portray your love. That's how you show your love. They feel like if you are beating the shit out of each other, that our love is strong as hell. Oh, hell no. Y'all got that all. That's savage right there. That's all low brain cells right there. Y'all better get it together. It's no relationship is supposed to be abusive. Supposed to be toxic like that. I mean, come on, family. Come on, family. It's too much poo nanny out here than to fool with poo nanny that's cray-cray. You know, you fooling around with cray-cray poo nanny. And it don't fail. Most times, 9 times out of 10, yeah, wind up down at the courthouse, wind up going to jail, wind up going to court for domestic violence. And the same way for the female. But it's really happening with the males. And a lot of us are wondering why our young men are going to jail. You know, why you put your hand on her? Why you do this? Why you do? And the girl is steady provoking them. Women, we got to talk. Men too. If you have daughters, women, you have daughters, granddaughters, nieces, whatever. Talk to them and tell them to stop provoking these men to put their hands on them. That's not cute. That's not how a relationship supposed to be. And most of the time, people who act like this was raised up in that type of environment. So they feel like that is a loving environment, because nobody has taught them differently, because that's all they saw all their life. Is the mother and father fighting all the time, or the uncle and aunt fighting all the time, or the grandmama and granddaddy fighting all the time. That's all they saw. So they feel like that is a loving relationship, and nobody has taught them any different. So therefore, the recycling shit continues. And then they get in a relationship and start doing the same thing inside their relationship, thinking that that is really love, when it's not. Something is mentally wrong if you feel like being in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, is a beautiful relationship. That's how, I mean, shit, y'all confusing me. Y'all confusing me with that. I can't understand it. I don't understand it. You know? And so men and women, you got some women out here that if they feel like a man is cheating, or they feel like things ain't going their way, or the man ain't treating them the way they want to treat them, they'll set that man up real quick. Set him up for the okie doke. They sure will. They'll start that arguing, start that wanting to fight the man, then have a big old powwow going on over they starting some shit because of what they think. They think the man cheating, or they think the man don't want them, or they think the man ain't showing them no attention, or they want some attention. So then they'll set these men up for the okie doke. Set these young men up for the okie doke and start damn acting a fool. I can't stand you. Just start an argument, faking an argument, and then guess what? The man be going down there to the jailhouse. They will set a man ass up real quick for the okie doke. Now I'm gonna tell you, now that's the ones, I'm talking about the females who enjoy this. And it's some men out here who enjoy abusing women. And it's some women who enjoy faking being mad, faking being upset, acting a fool, tearing up the apartments, tearing up the house. Oh, they doing all that just because they want to hear the man say, I love you, or don't leave. What kind of toxic shit is that? I just don't know. I just don't know. It's a whole lot of people running around here wondering why their life is in shambles. They wondering why their life is in shambles. They wondering why stuff ain't going right for them. They wondering why they so unhappy. They wondering why they feeling depressed. They wondering why they feeling stressed. All this because they keep staying inside a toxic and abusive relationship. Because ain't no way in the hell females should be thinking the way this girl here is thinking. And she have 4 million followers that's following what she say, what she do, admire her, look up to her, want to be like her, imitating her, and all that. So you got a hell of a lot of females out here, young and old, that have that mentality, that toxic ass mentality that she's running around with. That mentality of, I have to start an argument with a man so he can beat my ass so I can feel loved. People, that's a toxic and dangerous person. And that person needs to get some therapy real quick. People like that needs a therapy session. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because there's no way none of that shit is cute. None of it. A relationship is not built on abuse. Relationship is not built on toxic behavior. Hell no. Hell no. But anyway, let me tell y'all this. Then she did another post, but I'm just going to let y'all listen to this. See, when she got all that heat for glorifying domestic violence, because that's all she did, was glorified being in a toxic relationship. And she is the toxic person. It didn't sound like that man was. See, she told on herself. She said she fakes all this stuff to get an abusive reaction out of him. She wants him to do something to her that will prove that he loves her. So, when everybody got on the internet and was going off on her and was talking that, hey, don't be glorifying domestic violence because that's a serious thing. Don't be glorifying abused victims because that is a serious thing. That is a very serious thing, and we take that to heart. Don't be glorifying like I sure want a man to pull something out on me. That showed me that he loved me. See, don't come messing up our damn kids' mind with that bull stuff. Don't come messing their mind up with that bull crap. Now you're up there talking greasy, and you're putting all this toxic ass thinking inside a lot of these young women and women mind. And that's not right. So anyway, that's what the people was telling her in her comment section when she was bragging on basically loving to be abused, wanting to be abused. I ain't even trying to think like that. I'm trying to explain to y'all how the girl, it's some sick stuff. It's sickening. It's sickening. But anyway, when everybody got on her, y'all family, when everybody got on her, then she gets back on her internet and didn't make it no better. Now she mad at the people who was telling her, don't be glorifying domestic violence. So then she was saying like, hey, if y'all ain't in an abusive relationship, then that means that the man don't really love y'all ass. And then you have people saying, look, I was a victim of domestic violence. She's saying, so, I don't care. I don't care. Don't nobody care that you was in a domestic violence. Don't nobody care about none of that. She was downgrading the victims of abuse when they was trying to tell her that, hey, look here, what you said is so wrong. Don't be glorifying that. It's a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, everything that comes with being an abused victim. And you glorifying it and promoting it, ain't it, sister? But let's hear, I want y'all to hear what she said on her second post when she got mad that people was checking her about what she said. Now, listen to this disturbed ass child. Listen.
Nobody even cares about you that much to do that. So it's like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Listen, she said nobody cares.
Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. You're trying to victimize yourself and use this, this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child. Anyway, like, please, stop. You in the comments, you're telling me stories about nobody cares. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. One time, my boyfriend, so what? So what? And that what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Y'all trying to fix it.
Okay, family. So y'all hear that? People are telling her, like, hey, look, my boyfriend abused me, left me, bad off, left me to where I couldn't walk, you had different women and different people was typing in her comment because she was going live where she could talk to them at that moment. And it was people telling her at that moment how their abuse went and how this is a serious thing that she don't need to be glorifying. So when they were saying I was a victim, she was like, so what? Who cares? I don't give a damn. Who cares? So what? I was a victim. My boyfriend do that. So what? Who cares? So that's the type of attitude she had, family. So now, finish listening to her. Disrespectful ass. Listen.
I want to be a victim so bad. Why do I want to be a victim so bad? I know I look crazy. Yeah, I know right. But like, we do not, I swear, I promise to Jesus, we do not care. Like, not this much. We don't care. Why y'all trying to victimize yourself and make it, guns, like, stop. Seriously, like, stop. Like, the podcast was amazing. It was great. Oh, I gotta get this one. The podcast was great. It was amazing. I had a fun, beautiful time. Mona is, y'all already know, she is just honey. The lights, like, she is so funny. Y'all, please go tune into the podcast. I am so glad that this got all this attention because my girl about to blow up, and that's what it's really all about. Like, nobody cares about, all the negative stuff. Like, let's stay focused on what this is really about. This is about my girl podcast is going up, like, it's lit. All y'all with the gun, do you want your man to, nobody cares because one, you probably don't even have a man, and two, if somebody wants their man to pull out a gun, that's what they want. Like, nobody cares. Joking or not, like, it's none of your business, first of all. That's one. Stop.
Okay, so y'all heard that. Now listen, she wasn't finished. So now listen to this one. She wasn't finished, listen.
Y'all always trying to make yourself a victim. Every time something happens, y'all have a sad sob story. This is who y'all look up to. This is, yes, it is.
Now you see she said this is who y'all look up to?
Yes.
And y'all still do it.
So many young girls, so what? So what? So what?
Listen to her
The young
attitude.
girls, the old girls, whoever, they like me because they like me because how I am.
Okay.
What do you want me to come on here and do? To preach fucking ABCs to people? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm not coming on here to try, like, what you think this is? This is my Instagram account. Like, lead by example, okay. Lead by example. Cause like, man, I don't even be in the comments like that, but I just seen the headline is what pissed me off. So I'm like, I know they just did not try to go here. Like, come on, what are we doing? Like, it's about to be 2022. Like, y'all just with the like, that's not cute, right? Like, I'm nobody's mom. I'm not trying. Like, what do you think that this is?
So now, y'all see that she was like, it's so many people saying that, hey, it's a lot of young girls look up to you, a lot of young ladies look up to you, and a lot of ladies look up to you, and you talking like this. You talking real, you are causing a real stir by acting like you are really glorifying abuse. And then you are degrading victims of abuse. Okay? And they was telling her that, and they was like, you got all these people, over 4 million something people that follows you and look up to you. She was like, so what? So what? I mean, I ain't nobody mama. I only have one son. And that's all I got to worry about. I don't care about the young girls following me. Y'all heard her saying so. I told y'all before, Knowledge Family, that a lot of these stars and all that gives not two shits about our children out here. Only thing they want is clicks, likes, and views, and the money that we pull out our pockets to get our kids to go to their concerts, to go to their music festivals, to go to their comedy specials, or go to their whatever, their festivals, or what. That's all they care about. Anything other than that, they gives two shits about it. And I'm going to tell you, she's sitting right up there talking real greasy, talking real stinking stuff about, I don't care about no abused victims. So, y'all been through all that. I don't care. I don't care if you've been abused. I don't care. She is showing her true colors to all her fans. She showing all her savage. All her savage. She gives not two shit. She's sitting right up there acting like she ghetto bougie. That's all she is. And she down talking, degrading victims of abuse. And these are the people, and this is the person that y'all support. Some people support. I'm telling you, family, we got to talk to our kids. I'm telling you. And if we are followers, if it's some grown people that like this girl, follow this girl, you better rethink of what you're doing, because that's a disrespectful ass right there. That's completely low on goddamn brain cells. I'm trying to tell you. She sat right up there talking, degrading abused victims. And that set me off, because that is nothing to play with. She sat right up there, downgrading, talking bad, dogging all them victims that was just trying to plead their case to her. And she still was telling them, damn y'all, I don't care. We don't care. I don't know who we is, because it wasn't nobody but her sitting up there talking all that mess. It wasn't a whole bunch of people around her. So you can leave the we out the conversation, sister. Just continue to say, I don't care. But you can hear her saying, I don't care. We don't care. She just downgrading abused victims. And that was something I said. Now, she sat right up there doing all that. Her mouth was just like bird shit all over the damn place. That ghetto bougie girl was sitting up there doing all that talking, and her mouth wasn't doing nothing but spitting out bird shit all over the goddamn place. Low on brain cells. Gourmet garbage is what she was talking, because she wasn't talking about nothing that was irrelevant. Nothing. Everything came out her mouth was gourmet garbage. I can tell you that. But I won't just say this right here. Honey, you need to put your ass on pause and humble yourself. You need to humble yourself when it comes to domestic violence, okay? Because you're playing with something real dangerous here. And I don't know. Now, she did that interview. She could have talked about a whole lot of other things. She could have been talking about what she trying to promote or what she got coming out. And if she ain't got shit going on in her goddamn life, she could have been promoting her boyfriend, Moneybag Yo. She could have been promoting what he got coming out or what type of rap thing he got coming out, or what kind of concert he finna have, or what kind of tickets he finna sell. She should have been, baby, you should have been trying to promote stuff like that. You shouldn't even been touching on no domestic violence, because that ain't your lane. Stay in your lane, homie. Stay in your lane, sweet cake. Stay in your lane, slowness. Please stay in your lane, because you are a disrespectful ass when it comes to domestic violence. And domestic violence is clearly not your lane. The DV is not your lane. Stay in your lane now, sweet cake. Don't go jumping in domestic violence lane. Not talking on it. Because your talking we really don't need. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you thought you was spitting some A game. Okay? You really did. You thought you was spitting some A game. But please remember that that A game you was spitting, it's no plan B for that A game. Okay? When it comes to domestic violence. Okay? So, that A game that you thought you was spitting, there is no B game. You ain't got no plan B. That A game that you was spitting does not have a plan B to it when it comes to domestic violence. So stay in your lane and leave that subject alone. And I advise that downgrading abuser victims of abuse, baby, that's not a good road to go down at all. At all. At all. Leave other people out of that. And if you don't care, keep your mouth closed. But don't talk on it. Don't tell people that. You got to get a whole lot of more education, a whole lot of wisdom. It shows that she's very, very young. But baby, you need to go somewhere, get some counseling. Because being in an abusive relationship or wanting a man to abuse you is something mentally ill going on. So you need to go to a therapy session, get yourself checked out. Because I'm telling you now, your plan A, it ain't no plan B, baby. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from your goals and success. Bye-bye.